start at 12, like when the ball drops. You know, toxic relationships, there's drama.
I was like, screw you for putting me in this position.
I think this might be the first video I'm making in 2026. Hi guys, welcome back. I thought I would vlog this little day trip I'm making because it's fun. And I've just been so into books recently and I never put them in my vlogs, but I figured because I love watching people who talk about books and also have vlogs of their life, I figured I'd incorporate some of it in my vlogs. You're just gonna come with me into New York City. Me and my boyfriend are going for a few hours. We have to pick up our race bibs because we're doing a race on New Year's Eve in Central Park. And then we wanna go to bookstores. I think he wants to go to the Lego store. Probably get a little bit of a bite to eat, maybe some coffee. I start a corporate job soon, so it's kind of like my last 2 weeks to do whatever during the day. So we're kind of making the most of it. He's also starting his job in February. So we're kind of just taking in the last few weeks of being post-grad with no responsibilities. So that's why we're going on Monday. And I figured I'd bring you guys along. It's 1:30 afternoon time. I had a workout this morning and now we're off. Let's go get them. Okay, first stop, we're getting our bibs for our New Year's Eve run. Woo. I know, this one's so pretty. Wait, that one's an apple. Oh, that one's cute.
Wait, this is much better. Show it over.
Well, we went to get our bibs for New York Roadrunners. They do this midnight run where I'll probably vlog it, but we start at 12, like when the ball drops in Central Park, but Central Park is closed to like pedestrians, so it's not like this crazy big thing, which I didn't realize. So we're doing that, and we got this really cute, what are these called, like jersey?
Athletic shirt.
Yeah, okay, fitting all the ankles. We're gonna go on our little adventure.
Now she needs coffee because she's really tired.
How's your bagel?
It's really good. I was a little nervous at first because I forgot to say not to toast it.
Yeah, Nick doesn't like his bagels toasted. It's really weird. Odd.
So much better. If you know, you know. So I got a everything bagel, jalapeno cream cheese. Pretty good.
Choice.
A little expensive, but at least it was
worth it.
You know?
See, but you like it so much because it's toasted. I think that's why. I got a chocolate croissant and I got their honey latte, so I'm excited to try. It's gonna be 30 minutes to the Lego store and then the Strand because we couldn't find a spot. So it's gonna be a long way back, but that's okay. Found the Lego section at Barnes & Noble too, don't worry. Hi guys, we're in Barnes & Noble. We're on the 4th floor because Nick wanted to look at the graphic novels. He asked the guy where the comic books are and he was like, do you mean graphic novels? And we were like, yeah.
I said, screw you. I was like, screw you for putting me in this position. Because if I walked up to you and you're an employee and I'm like, where are the graphic novels? You'd be like, all right, nerd, 4th floor. But if I walk up and ask where the comic books are, like a normal person, you'd be like, oh, the comic books are on the 4th floor.
Yeah, I don't know why I had to correct you. This is also where the romance is. And I feel like every time I go to a bookstore, I'm just overwhelmed because I don't really have a specific book I'm looking for. And the books I do want to read, a lot of them are on Kindle, so I'm just kind of overwhelmed. But we're going to see what they have. I've been kind of looking at fiction novels, but a lot of them are hardback because they're new releases. So I think they're on the 1st floor because I don't think they have any hardback fiction on the shelves here. I think all their hardcovers are downstairs. I do have a book with me here, and I'll probably look around more, find some books I want to read this winter or springtime, like winter, springtime. I usually do like my summer books during the summer, so I want to see what I want to read now. But are you gonna get that?
Maybe.
Ah.
More Star Wars books.
We've made it to the Strand. It's kind of overwhelming in here too. More overwhelming. I don't know if the whole store is secondhand. You know, I think that's their thing, but it's just like, it's a lot to take in. Well, I think I'm done looking actually. I was gonna see if they have the Mile High series, or it's the Windy City series, the first one, but they don't. It was like Barnes & Noble. They only had like the second or third book. I'll survive. The next day, as you can see, I thought I'd sit down and talk to you about the stuff I got at Barnes & Noble in the Strand in New York City. As you saw yesterday, we went on this little cute day trip into the city. If you don't know, the Union Square Barnes & Noble is 5 stories. I think it's the biggest in the world, I want to say. It's my favorite place ever. I went there for the Brimstone release. So if you know Quicksilver, it's a fantasy book by Callie Hart. I went there for the 12 or like midnight Brimstone release, and it was so cool. They kind of changed the 4th floor into this Q&A sit down area, so we went there first. All the books I got which is funny, all the books I got in Barnes & Noble are in a series, either first or last book in a series, so a lot of them are really big and I don't know when I'm gonna get to them. This is Magnolia Parks Into the Dark by Jessa Hastings. If you don't know the series, this is the most recent release of the series, so it's the last book in the series. I don't know if it's supposed to be ongoing. I want to say it is, but I think this was released either this year or last year. Magnolia Parks is basically just a fiction romance series about these elite rich kids that live in London, and they have, you know, toxic relationships, there's drama. I actually never finished the one before this. I was at the beach and a seagull actually ate the book. I don't know, I kind of just lost interest. It was the summer, I was doing so many things, but I got this to encourage me to finish the series because the last Magnolia Parks book ends in a crazy way, and I don't know how I haven't picked this one up. I love the series and I really want to finish it. I got this. This is a big book though. It's 700 pages, so gonna have to get to that at some point. I picked up finally Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. If you read, you've definitely heard of Sarah J Maas. She's like the most well-known famous fantasy author right now. She's also written ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I feel like that's like a tongue twister for me. I don't know why. And for some reason, I haven't read this yet, and I think it's because I am just so scared because I know I'm gonna love it. And if you don't know, this is an 8-book series, and the last book is like 1,000 pages and the other ones are like 700 to 900 pages. I don't even know, but it's a lot. It's a commitment, but everyone says it's so worth it. Everyone wishes they could read it for the first time again, and I'm just like, I need to read it. I need to read it this year. And I got the first book because I'm like, I just have to go into it. And then the last book from Barnes & Noble, The Will of the Many by James Islington, sorry. This book is very intimidating as well because it's ginormous. It's actually the same amount of pages as Magnolia Parks, but I think the print is just very different. This is a high fantasy book. I saw one of my favorite YouTubers, Sarah Caroli, reading this and I was just so interested by it, and usually I'm like not very interested in high fantasy, and I know I say this, and Throne of Glass is like pretty much high fantasy. There's a Brandon Sanderson fans, you know, he's a huge high fantasy author. I know James Islington, reading about him, he was very inspired by Brandon Sanderson, so I'm like, do I read Brandon Sanderson first? Do I read this first? I just want to read this. From what I know, it's about this boy or like young adult who was adopted into a family, or like, I don't know if they're higher up, but he basically goes into this academy and no one knows who he actually is, and if he gets caught, they'll kill him basically, and he's trying to fulfill something or do something, and high stakes, crazy. These are really big books. I don't know when I'm going to get to it, but I really want to read it this year, so I got it to bring me motivation to pick it up one day. The book I got at the Strand, I only got one book, and this was secondhand, so it was on the cheaper side, and I was really excited about it because it seemed really interesting. This is a fiction novel, We Are Not Like Them, by Christine Pride and Joe Piazza, and it's about 2 best friends. They're both women, one is black and one is white, and it's cool because the actual co-authors of this book are the same. So I actually don't know if it's based on their real life, but I think they kind of curated this story together, which is really cool. It's basically just about their journey as friends. We Are Not Like Them explores concept questions of race and how they pervade and shape our most intimate spaces in a deeply divided world. But at its heart, it's a story of enduring friendship, a love that defies the odds even as it faces its most difficult challenges. So I think they just go through a lot together. And last thing I got was this tote. I love it. It's so cute. That is all I got from my time in New York. I don't know when I'm gonna get to these books, but I'm excited about every single one of them. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and happy 2026. Thank you if you watch my videos, if you watched them in 2025. I appreciate you so much, and I'm so excited for 2026. I feel like a lot is changing, but in the best way. I'm excited to capture it all and just have fun this year. So I hope you guys have the best New Year's, or had the best New Year's at this point. See you soon. Bye.